For me, it's about the law and people. How am I supposed to quantify the value of these things when I don't have evidence?
I'm sorry.
And how people can resolve their problems and just be better for it.
Justice with passion.
I always knew I was going to go into law because I tried to see everybody's point of view in an argument. You say one thing, she says another. So who am I to believe?
Justice with truth.
Either you make the decision or I make the decision. You won't like mine.
This is Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. Devin McEnroe is suing Eleanor Weston in the amount of $2,870. Mr. McEnroe claims his girlfriend broke their lease and moved out after he let his brother move into their apartment, and says she still owes him half of the rent.
Okay, Mr. McEnroe, you are here suing for $2,870 as you allege that Miss Weston, the defendant, broke a lease that you both signed?
Yes, Your Honor.
And she moved out early?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so give me some details.
We were living with each other for 6 months, and at the last 2 months, she refused to pay because I allowed my little brother to stay with us.
Okay, so let me go back. So you two were just friends living together?
No. So we were dating for about 3 years. We met through mutual friends. We were dating for about 3 years, and then we decided to have the conversation of moving in together.
Okay.
So we decided to move in together. We wanted to do a 2-bedroom apartment because she wanted an office space, and of course, I'm a chef. So I wanted to have a nice, kitchen.
Okay, so you decided to find a big place like that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and then how long was the lease that you signed?
The lease that we signed was 1 year, Your Honor.
So for 1 year.
So about after 4 months, I received a text message from my brother saying that he had a conversation with our parents, finding out that he's gay.
Younger brother?
Yeah, younger brother.
How young?
He's 18. I'm 9 years older than he is.
Okay, so at the time he called you and said, Devin, Mom and Dad found out I'm gay, he was 18 years old?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
He was still in high school.
He was still in high school?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Senior.
A senior in high school?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you know your brother was gay?
Yes, Your Honor.
You did, but your parents didn't know?
They did not know.
Okay, all right. So what happened to your little brother?
He told me that they did not welcome his sexuality, and he started to feel unsafe. So he texted me.
Why did he start feeling safe?
Because our parents are very strict, Your Honor, and so he reached out.
Was he feeling unsafe mentally, essentially?
Yes, unsafe mentally, and he didn't feel like that was the best place for him to reside. So
were you concerned for your brother?
Yes.
What were you concerned he would do?
I was just more concerned about just his mental space. Your Honor, I do have the text messages right here if you would like to read.
Okay, go ahead and give them to Cinder. So you were concerned about his mental space. But what do you mean by that?
His mental space,
Were you concerned he was going to hurt himself?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because of your parents' attitudes?
Yes, Your Honor.
And reaction to admitting that he was gay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So then, did you try talking to your parents or no?
I did try talking to my parents, but I know my parents, Your Honor, and they weren't trying to hear anything. I was trying to be on my brother's behalf. So having conversations with my father, he was just telling me that your brother is a disgrace to the family. My mother's kind of saying the same thing, and I just didn't really want to hear that from our parents because he's still their child. He's still my brother.
Got it.
Jack. I've been taking care of Jack my whole life.
Got it. Miss Weston, do you know his little brother?
I've met him.
So
yes.
You've met him before?
I'm familiar with him, yes.
Okay, and have you met his mom and dad?
No.
Never? Really? 3 years of dating and you never met his family?
Not in person, but I have spoke to them over the phone.
Really? Have you ever met her parents?
I have not met her parents.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so let's go back to your brother because that's what happened. So your brother texted you and said, after you spoke to him, I just really want to leave. Obviously, I don't feel safe at home. Could I stay with you for a little while, as he said? And you said, sure, come and stay with me for a little while.
Yes,
right?
Your Honor, because we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
He's my little brother.
I would do the same. Any reasonable individual would do the same thing.
Yes, Your Honor.
Even for a friend, you would do the same thing, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're a good person, that's what you're going to do. You're going to be there. So you let your little brother come in, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And it was temporary, or what was it?
So he was still in high school. So in my own head, I did not want him to know. I did not want Jack to know that graduation, I was going to have him try to figure out a plan for himself.
Okay.
I didn't want him to just go ahead and get
So
through high school.
how many months until graduation?
So it was in December. He graduated in May.
Oh, in May. So you had about 5 months left.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. All right. So then, continue explaining why we're here then.
So once I received the text messages that he was feeling unsafe, I immediately told him, okay, look, just live with me. We'll figure it out. And then upon sending that text message, I text Ellie.
Coming up on Justice for All.
This was your reaction. Wait, what? Why would you say that? I did not okay this. Call me.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to talk to him over the phone, because I did not okay his brother moving in.
And later,
You guys set up the lemonade cookie stand.
Yes, and his dog ended up destroying the stand. Everything went flying. My mother's china got broken, the table that we bought together.
Oh gosh, okay.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. We're back with the case of Devin McEnroe, who is suing Eleanor Weston for breach of contract.
So then he sent you a text message that I have here.
Yes.
Saying basically a screenshot
Yes.
of his little brother in desperation, saying, can I stay for a little while? I feel pretty unsafe, right?
Yes.
And your initial reaction was, I won't read it, but what was your initial reaction?
So I'm like, just call me, like, what is going on? Because that doesn't make any sense.
Really?
You're not even
Because
giving me a notice.
this was your reaction. Wait, what? Why would you say that? I did not okay this. Call me.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to talk to him over the phone, because that was last minute. He just threw it on me the same second. He didn't give me a week notice, no couple of days notice or anything. He just texted me like, hey, start cleaning out
He just texted you, screenshotted you the message that his little brother's calling, reaching out for help. For all you knew, he was coming over just to stay for a week or so.
No, when he called me, he was already telling me that.
This is how you reacted immediately getting the text. You told me after this, then you guys spoke.
Yes.
So you reacted like, oh, hell no, he's not coming to my house, regardless of him having an issue and being mentally hurt or unstable. I mean, if I read this, Cinder, you would read this, what do you think? This child is going through trauma.
He needs some help. Right?
He needs some help. Your initial reaction was like, oh, hell no, he's not coming to stay at my house, not even for an hour, right? Let's just be honest. That was the initial reaction. Any normal human being with a heart and compassion would say, okay, this is uncomfortable for me, but I get it. You're my friend. I'm quote, quote, dating you. I get it. I'll be there for you for this, but let's really talk about this later. But you didn't even think of saying that because you're like, oh, hell no, I'm not getting rid of my second spare bedroom
I was
that I
confused
have
on what
that
was
I
going
use
on.
for me, and me, right? Right? That was it. All right, so you obviously didn't want him to move in. And what happened next? The little brother comes?
Yeah, so basically he ended up moving in to my office space, my workspace, where I do my, where I have my computer, my laptop, everything. I'm studying. It was just our name on the lease. I wasn't aware of his brother moving in or anything like that.
But essentially the brother wasn't going to move in. He was just staying there temporarily. Now, Mr. McEnroe said, oh, I thought maybe in my head he could stay 5 months. But like now, that's what he's telling us, right? But initially, it was like an emergency. So when did you decide that it was too much? After how many days did you decide it was too much?
Like, honestly, it was just like his brother just smoking weed all day. He's just bringing friends over all day. He's just loud.
Is that true, Mr. McEnroe?
It's still conflicting with me.
That is true, but it wasn't like he was bringing friends every day.
All right.
Your Honor.
Well, let's set up some rules. If my little brother's coming to live with me, you are putting, you do have a roommate. It is an imposition on the roommate. You need to set up rules with your brother. This is what you can and you cannot do, little brother. Because we have to be respectful of my roommate, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
You can't bring people all the time. This is not right. You can't smoke weed in my house, even though it's legal. You can't do that. You got to be respectful.
I did tell him.
So I could give it to her and understand the frustration.
Yes, sir.
Okay? So then how many days was the little brother there that you decided that you wanted to move out?
He was there for about like 3 months.
3 months. And
Yeah.
that's when you moved out?
Yes.
Okay. And at that moment, did you guys ever use your adult heads to have a conversation and say, you know what? Devin, this is too much. He's now living here. We can't do this. My lease only says it's you and I. We can get in trouble. We either talk to the landlord and your little brother pays for part of the rent, or he moves. Did you guys not talk about that?
Yeah, so we had multiple conversations about it, and he keeps saying he's going to talk to his brother about it, but nothing has changed, and that's when I decided to leave.
And then did you give him notice you were moving out?
She did not, Your Honor.
You just left?
I told him I was leaving. I didn't tell the landlord I was leaving, but I told him I was leaving.
Okay, and who signed the lease again?
We both did.
Your Honor.
All right, okay. So when you sign a lease, regardless of anything that's happening, you're still responsible, right? So you left 2 months early, right? You had 2 months left on your year lease that you signed.
Yes.
You're still responsible for those 2 months. You were evading a legal promise and a contract that you had with a third party, which is a landlord. The landlord had no idea why you were moving out. The contract is with the landlord, not your ex-boyfriend or ex-friend or whatever it is that you called. So when you decided to leave out of frustration, which I may understand and I may sympathize with, you were putting that frustration with him over this legal document that you signed. So he has a right to recover for rent that he paid on your behalf because you left and this was a contract. So he had to cover your rent for 2 months. So if you wanted to sue back and counter-sue back, you could have done it, but you didn't. So all I have in front of me is that. So based on the evidence, I will grant the plaintiff's claim in $2,870 because unfortunately those are the legal facts that I have in front of me, okay? Good luck, guys.
Judge Perez has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $2,870.
Hope she enjoys eating ramen noodles as she was complaining about earlier.
You still not a good cook, and you still can't cook.
Coming up on Justice for All.
Give me your side of the story.
Wanted to take my dog for a walk. And she had a lemonade stand up with her 2 kids, and her son, James, immediately wanted to start playing with the dog. And I kindly told him that he can only if he stays on a leash.
You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. Janice Park is suing Colby Lewis in the amount of $300. Ms. Park claims her neighbor's dog destroyed her daughter's lemonade stand while chasing a Frisbee and says Mr. Lewis refused to pay for the damage.
Okay, Ms. Park, we are suing your neighbor because you claimed that he was responsible for destroying your daughter's lemonade and cookie stand. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, explain what he did to destroy the stand.
Well, I had started a lemonade and cookie stand with my 9-year-old Jade, and I've seen Kobe around a little bit throughout the neighborhood, walking his dog.
Okay, so then explain what then happened. You guys set up the lemonade cookie stand.
Yes, and he comes over and gets a couple cookies and lemonade, and he has his dog with him. And his dog and my 7-year-old start playing in the side yard, and his dog ended up destroying the stand by running right into it. Everything went flying. My mother's china got broken, the table that we bought together, and
Oh gosh, okay.
And
All
he
right.
took no responsibility for wanting to pay for it or anything.
Okay, Mr. Lewis, what kind of dog do you have?
It's a border collie.
All right. So you were walking with him. Explain to me, give me your side of the story.
I had seen Janice, but I had never met her before. And she had a lemonade stand up with her 2 kids.
What's your dog's name?
Bucky.
Bucky. Have you walked with Bucky in the neighborhood before?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no issues, nothing like that?
No.
You always walk him with a leash?
Yes, yeah, it's the rules of the neighborhood.
Coming up,
5 minutes later, what happens, Mr. Lewis?
I noticed the dog is off the leash.
Oh, okay.
Bucky goes running underneath it, the table falls to the ground, there's lemonade and cookies everywhere.
you're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. We're back with the case of Janice Park, who is suing Colby Lewis for property damage.
Okay, so you're walking in with a leash, just casually walking. You arrive at the plaintiff's home, and you start speaking to Janice.
Yes.
Okay, and what happens?
Well, her son, James, immediately wanted to start playing with the dog.
with
And
Bucky.
Right, and I kindly told him that he can only if he stays on a leash.
Okay, so you specifically said, what's your son's name?
James.
James. So James, you can play with Bucky only if you stay on the leash.
That's it.
Did you hear that, Ms. Park?
I did.
Okay, so that's clear. So what happened next, Mr. Lewis?
Well, so I continue my conversation with Janice, and I see that they're playing, and I noticed a Frisbee. And at that time, I was like,
How long
okay,
were you two talking?
a couple minutes.
Just a few minutes?
Yeah.
Is that correct, Ms. Park? Would you say just a few minutes?
I'd say about 5 minutes,
Okay,
actually,
5 minutes.
maybe even
Did you
6.
turn around and you see him playing with a Frisbee?
Right, and that concerned me. And next thing you know, dog is off the leash.
Oh, okay. And what happened next?
Frisbee goes flying over to the lemonade stand. Bucky goes running underneath it. The table falls to the ground. There's lemonade and cookies everywhere.
Oh, wow. And then what happened after that? That you see Bucky off the leash, what did your son say?
Well, I just wanted to make sure that everybody was okay because it was sort of a disaster, things flying everywhere. So, you know, Jade is right in my eye line to my right, and I'm just protecting her, making she's okay. And, you know, James is just sort of seeing what happened and is sort of feeling and looking a little bit devastated. And after that, Kobe ends up berating my son, telling him that he is hard of hearing and that he should have listened. So I'm just trying to neutralize the situation and comfort my kids because that's my responsibility.
Okay. All right, Mr. Lewis, is it true that you were yelling at the 7-year-old?
Judge Perez's verdict when Justice for All returns. You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez.
What did you say to him? James, I told you.
Yes, I said, James, I told you that he can stay on the leash and you can play with him, but you can't be playing Frisbee.
Okay. And then, so what happened after that?
I ended up saying to him directly, you know, you can't talk to my son like that. You know, it all happened so fast. We got the dog back on the leash. Everybody's fine and accounted for.
Did he help you clean?
Barely.
Okay. And then why do you think Mr. Lewis is responsible for the damages?
Because he's responsible for his dog.
Who took the dog off the leash?
James.
Okay. So he clearly disobeyed the order or condition of playing with the dog. So because he took the dog off the leash and then started playing Frisbee with the dog, clearly one of you did not see James take the dog off the leash. So I hate to blame James, but unfortunately, he's the one who took the dog off the leash when he knew he shouldn't have. There is no facts that tell me Mr. Lewis was irresponsible, unreasonable, or careless in any way with his dog. So I can't grant your claim based on that. Okay? So based on the evidence, I will deny the plaintiff's claim in the amount of $300. Good luck.
Judge Perez has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been denied.
I'm happy with the outcome. I don't think I should have had to pay for it.
I'm just here for my kids, and I know it's right.
Thank you. Go ahead.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.